Hello friends, it's Jeff here and welcome to my corner. Now in this part B of the first chapter in building the B-17, I would like to focus a little bit on the diorama. Now you might say, why in the heck is he talking about the diorama while he didn't even glue two pieces of plastic together? Well, I'll tell you why. It's very important to know, for me, that how big my diorama is going to be, how big the base is going to be, and the lay of the land, what am I going to do with it and what I'm going to put on it. Now remember, this is a crash landing scene, so it's not that we put a model together and drop it on a slab of concrete or a piece of tarmac or even middle in a field. No, this airplane is going to be on its belly, and the earth or the lay of the land or however you call it will conform at least a little bit around the airplane. So that's why it's important that I'm going to work on both of them at the same time, or try to do off and on, so I can blend both together. Now the way to do this is I don't have anything put together. I didn't even tape the wings together or the fuselage, so I practically have nothing. And it's a big airplane, so to do this I thought, well, you know what, many years ago I built this B-17, don't even remember what brand kit it is, but I kept it all these years. Why? I don't know. But now it comes in handy. So this is 72nd scale. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a piece of cardboard, the size that my diorama is going to be, but I'm going to do it in 1/72nd scale. So I'll put this on a piece of cardboard, cut around it, and draw the lay of the land in pencil. And then all I need to do, once I'm done with that, all I need to do is just scale it up to 1/32nd scale. And I have the size of my base. So let's not waste any more time, and I'll show you what I mean. So to start, we need a ruler and a pencil, and then a piece of cardboard. It's a little stock card here. Doesn't matter what kind of cardboard you use. You can use basically any piece of paper. But I had this laying around, so it comes in handy also. Then we'll put the airplane on there, and I'm going to put my airplane a little bit in an angle. It always looks better, you know, once you do it like this. It looks too symmetric. I would like to at least put it in some sort of an angle, and then we basically gonna just guesstimate the size. Now remember, this is all going to be scaled up in 1/32nd scale, but we're going to get a pretty good estimate or a pretty good guess how big the diorama is going to be. So I'm just going to, let's say, probably about 16 inches here. Maybe we'll go 17 inches. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be about 17 by 17. Okay. So this is going to be the platform that I can work with. So let me cut this out, and then we at least can get it a little smaller. So because this is going to be in the way. So I'll be right back. So here we have it. This looks pretty close, I guess. Let's put the airplane on it. Yeah, I think that's about the perfect size. Now remember, I can always take a little bit off if necessary, but I don't want to underscale it. I also don't want to overscale it. So I think this is pretty close to what I have envisioned. Plus it gives me room to add some detail to it. I don't want it to look cramped either. So there are a couple things that I would like to incorporate into this diorama. First of all, I would like to at least put a piece of a railroad on there. And I think I'm going to do that from here to here. So let me... I guess like here. think the railroad sleepers, the average, the standard is about 2.5 meters. So I already calculated that. I did some research, and it's very important. See, this is another thing. It is very important to keep everything intact, to basically keep it historically correct. And I researched German railroad sleepers and rails, and I got some measurements, so I already know the size that it's gonna be. So I'm gonna do like a little rough. I think that's about close. A rough draft here. Yeah. So this is where my railroad is gonna be. Now I'm gonna do practically the sleepers I'm gonna draw. So I'm going to do this the whole way. And then here is going to be a pasture. This is going to be a pasture. Also, I would like to incorporate a little road, like a little dirt road next to the railroad. So I'm going to do that right here. And it's going to be a little bit of a side road here. And then here I would like to have a little creek. This is going to be a creek. It's going to be a little bridge here with planks. And then this is going to be another pasture. So I have the railroad, and that's going to be on an embankment. I mean, it's going to be like a little higher. There's going to be a sunken dirt road. There's going to be a side road, and then these is going to be fences, like here. There's also a fence. It's going to be a fence here. And then this is also another pasture. Now let me fill this in. I'll be right back again, and I'll draw it a little bit more cleaner, so we can talk a little bit more when I have everything sorted out. But this is generally the idea that I'm going to do. Now again, I might add some stuff, I might leave some stuff out, but this is what I envision in as basically the crash scene of my B-17. So let me do this first. Let me clean this up a little bit, and then we'll talk some more. So here we have it. My apologies, I'm not really a great line artist, but I think you get the picture. So this is my my diorama in 72nd scale, that is. So we have a pasture here, we have a pasture here, we have the main field where the airplane is going to be located. We got the railroad here, that's going to be on an embankment, it's going to be a little higher. We got a dirt road here, we got a dirt road here. Here we have the creek. The creek is going to go under the road and under the railroad. And then we have a couple of like a little bridge here, and then an entrance to this pasture. And then we have barbed wire fences. So, but I think in a big picture, this is going to be my diorama. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to change much. I might add some detail left and right, but I think I'm going to keep this concept. I'm very pleased with it. So let's put the airplane on and see how it's really going to look. So this is where the airplane is going to be located. It's going to be tilted a little bit because it's going to probably, I don't know yet, but it's probably going to rest on the embankment of the railroad. But other than that, the crew is going to hang out here. There's going to be all kind of debris strewn around. So very happy with it. This is the first draft, but I think I'm going to keep it that way. So let me wrap this up. But most important, I know now the size of the base. And that might be another issue for now, because I need to come up with something. I think the base is going to be about, I made a rough calculation. It's going to be between 3 feet by 3 feet, so not small. Might be a little logistic nightmare to keep moving that around, but we'll deal with that later. At least I know where I'm going. I know where I'm heading. Very happy with it. So that's about it. Let's wrap this up and do some other stuff. Now I'm really getting to the zone. I got my diorama all drawn out. I got the size of my base. I know exactly the direction I'm going to take. So now it's just a matter of rolling up the sleeves and start gluing something. Now I'm going to start with the cockpit. In the next video, and hopefully the videos will follow up each other a little bit more rapidly, but in the next video we're going to do the cockpit. So that's it. In the meantime, I will do some other videos. I'm working on an armor piece that I will tell you about. But for now, the B-17, the build of the B-17 is going to be my main focus for the year. I'm going to see this through from start to end, and I'm really, really excited about it. So for now, that's it. Again, be safe out there, take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys on the road. Jeff V here, signing off.